Y'all, the tea on Judge Greg Mathis and Linda Reese's divorce just keeps getting hotter. Rumors have been swirling about why Linda is really filing for divorce. And now, the real reason is coming to light. Cheating allegations. And honey, it's not just any affair, but one involving an outside child. Word is that Judge Mathis has been accused of fathering a child with another woman. And Linda Reese found out about the whole situation, prompting her to immediately file for divorce. Of course, Greg is denying all the allegations, but Linda isn't buying it for a second. She's had enough of the excuses. And girl, it's getting even messier. Linda has reportedly clapped back at Greg's defense, demanding a paternity test. She told him straight up, if the child isn't yours, fine, we can work things out. But if it is, you can go ahead and have more kids with your side chick because she's done. It's clear this divorce drama is far from over. And Greg Mathis might be facing some serious consequences if the paternity test reveals the truth. Will they patch things up? Or is this the end of their decades-long marriage? Stick around, because I'm about to spill all the details from the cheating allegations to Greg Mathis's desperate defense.
There's breaking news about another Hollywood divorce.
Come in over here, my beautiful wife.
After 39 years, Judge Greg Mathis and wife Linda are calling it quits.
You have to understand that marriage and love is give and take.
Y'all, Hollywood divorces are practically a dime a dozen these days, but Judge Greg Mathis and Linda, now that one caught me off guard. I mean, after a whole 39 years of marriage, there's gotta be some major mess that led to this split, right? Well, honey, the streets are buzzing with tea that Linda got fed up with Judge Mathis's unfaithfulness, and some folks are whispering it's way more scandalous than just cheating. And you know I got the inside scoop.
ET obtained Linda's court filing. She cites irreconcilable differences, lists their separation date as July 17th, and is asking for spousal support.
This divorce has people talking, especially since Linda and Mathis always seem so tight. Remember back in 2022 when they let us peek into their world with their reality show, Mathis Family Matters *? The star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame is certainly my highest professional achievement. But I gotta say, it was really my family that was the foundation of my success. After coming out of the streets of Detroit, Linda allowed me to work 15 hours a day, 5 - 6 days a week. So it's that support that allowed me to be the success that you see. Our love and support runs deep, all right. Just at the top of 2024, Linda and Mathis were all snuggled up in Cabo, living it up on social media. Fast forward to March, and they're still looking tight at an influencer brunch. Then, in an interview with Baller Alert, they were chatting about whether their Mathis Family Matters show might make a comeback, and spilling their secrets for staying close. Mathis was painting them as this flawless family with a few quirks, but he swore they never fought.
Well, we're not going to fight. If that's the condition of coming back, we're not coming back because we are a whole family, a wholesome family. We all have our flaws, but we don't fight.
Linda seemed to echo that vibe.
Well, you mentioned our family show, Mathis Family Matters, and as you see on there, our influence is that, black families are great families, and no, they're not filled with, just inner fighting, and so, yeah.
Just a few weeks ago, she was posting pics and vids from a Father's Day bash with Greg, raving about how they had such a beautiful time celebrating Father's Day with my family and friends at the Johnson residence yesterday. Very uplifting to see all the fathers being celebrated, especially my husband Greg and son-in-law Ryan. But now I'm like, hold up, how are these same people now heading for a divorce? Judge Mathis even dropped a cute photo on June 10th of Linda, all cozy in his arms at the Live from Detroit concert. So, what gives? How did they go from lovey-dovey to split city? According to the divorce papers, Linda says they were done as of July 17, citing irreconcilable differences as the reason. Now, I'm sitting here like after 39 years together, you'd think you'd have figured out how to handle your differences. But apparently, Linda hit a wall she couldn't get past. On the bright side, they're not tangled up with kids' custody or child support, since their 4 kids are all grown and even grandparents now.
For the first time in 15 years, the kids are all back in the same city.
Still, Linda's not walking away empty-handed. She's asking for spousal support and even checked the box to block Judge Mathis from getting any spousal support. And Oh, there's still that mystery of whether a prenup is in play, so we'll have to wait and see how that shakes out. Honestly, this divorce is shocking because Mathis always made such a fuss about how much he loved his wife. Remember when he got his Hollywood Walk of Fame star in May 2022? He was all about thanking Linda and the fam for their support. He even bragged about how she managed the family finances and helped him get his life together when they first met. So, for Linda to call it quits after 39 years of putting up with everything, family drama, keeping the home in check, and managing the money, I'm like, Mathis must have really messed up. I was just as puzzled as the next person, so I dug deep, and guess what? Mathis hasn't been all saintly either. We've got some tea on his not so pleasant behavior too. Oh, honey, if you think things are wild now, let me take you back to some of Mathis's past drama. In 2019, there was a whole police investigation after Mathis allegedly spat on a parking valet. This incident supposedly went down around 8 p.m. outside a club on the 1700 block of St. Antoine in Detroit. The story goes that Mathis was ticked off about whether the valet had his car keys, and things got so heated, he allegedly spat on the guy. And if that's not enough, there are whispers about Mathis being notoriously cheap. I'm talking about a tale from way back when he was pinching pennies so tight, he used coupons to pay for dinner and busted out a calculator to ensure he didn't leave more than the exact tip required. Allegedly, when he dines with friends, he never picks up the tab and always figures out his exact share to the last cent. Fast forward to just last year, and we have another juicy tidbit. An LA Department of Water and Power employee accused Mathis of threatening them with a bang-bang after a parking dispute. Mathis got pissed after they asked him to move his vehicle. Words were exchanged, and things escalated to the point where Mathis allegedly flashed and pointed at the workers. Mathis, on the other hand, told a different tale, saying that the employees were actually blocking his vehicle and he was unable to pull out of his driveway. Apparently, one of the employees got smart with him when he stood in the street, saying that if he didn't move, he'd get run over by their work truck. Mathis then took that as a threat and said that he never brandished anything, let alone pointed it at anyone. Now, if these are the kinds of antics he's getting into publicly, just imagine what's going down behind closed doors. And let's not forget the rumors of infidelity. Remember when Wendy Williams threw shade about Mathis supposedly cheating? During his interview on her show, things got heated real quick when Wendy asked about allegations that Mathis was caught in a motel with a crackhead and another woman who wasn't Linda.
That might not be true, according to you, about this woman that allegedly you slept with. You allegedly got her pregnant. Listen to let me draw up the skeleton, Judge, and then you fill in the meat.
Talk about fueling your stuff. You, on the other hand, have admitted to being addicted to cocaine.
Absolutely.
Secondly, you continue to show symptoms of your addiction.
Okay.
Lastly,
what are those symptoms? Tell me.
These nasal passages you keep coughing up.
And I did Afrin.
This eternal cold that you continue to have.
Yes,
that you can't have to come to work because every other week, and now you're even stupid so low as to blame it on your baby, your newborn. How low can you get?
Gosh.
That's about as low as you can get to blame your child for your addiction. Then, lastly,
Judge.
your bisexual activity. I'm sure your audience want to know about that. I've heard that rumor.
I'm sure my husband would love that.
Yeah. Oh, he watches? Does he watch when you do it?
Yes. Don't you know?
No, I don't know. I didn't know you were that low down. Lastly, we can continue with what I heard about all those. It's like 8. You had 8 of
Oh,
that's what I heard. That's the rumor.
How
now you want to keep
interesting.
fueling that? Did you write about that in your book?
I wrote it in my book.
All 8 of them?
Yes, I wrote.
8. Ooh.
I have an.
When I say Mathis went off on Wendy, I mean he went all in, and the tea gets even hotter. There was a woman who claimed Mathis not only slept with her while high, but also suggested she could sleep with Linda. Now that's some serious drama. Oh, you won't believe this. The woman who claimed she had a fling with Judge Mathis also said she ended up pregnant by him. Mathis, however, is out here denying it all, saying he's never even heard of her and suggesting she's probably getting paid to spin that yarn. Imagine if Wendy Williams were still on the air she'd have had a field day with this divorce drama. You know, Wendy would be speculating that Mathis has been unfaithful all along and probably has a few secret kids running around. After all, folks remember how he used to jump at any chance to peep at pretty women suing on his show, especially when they had receipts. People are saying he's got a serious wandering eye, and if he went off on Wendy like that, maybe there's some truth to it, but hold up. Some sources are saying Linda's filing isn't about scandalous affairs. Instead, it's because Judge Mathis has been working too hard and has been neglecting their relationship. I mean, he currently runs a series of charities and has a production company that has him working 70 to 80 hours a week. An insider spilled that Linda sacrificed her whole life for that man, but he's been working 24/7 for the better part of the last 30 years. Apparently, Judge Mathis promised Linda that he would slow down and that they could travel the world together and enjoy the rest of their lives, but he's not trying to slow down anytime soon. The insider says life is too short, and if Judge Mathis wants to run around the country working, he can do that, but Linda's not willing to sacrifice any longer. Based on the insider, Judge Mathis does have one last chance to save his marriage, and if he agrees to slow down and value his wife, she might take him back. Now, I'm not sure if the work schedule is really what's causing the rift, especially since Mathis doesn't seem to work as much anymore. Some folks think Linda might be fed up with him just being around the house, not pulling in the cash like he used to. And let's not ignore the hot takes. Some people are throwing shade at Linda, saying on X, 90% of divorces are initiated by women. The kids are raised, his money is flowing, and she's ready to start her second life with his money. Women are single, handedly destroying the idea of marriage to be independent on a man's hard work. Another added, the marriage has been over. His antics on TV were just a glimpse of what brought this on. She stayed for the coins until they weren't enough. So, what do you think? Did infidelity play a role? Or is it all about Mathis working too much? Or maybe not enough? What's your take on why Linda decided to pull the plug after 39 years? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.